Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you are here today for May's totals of hashtag craft yourself free. Oh yeah. This is a collaboration that I am doing with the beautiful Christina over at Bella Uncinetto. I, of course, will link her channel down in that description box. Don't go missing out. Go and check her out. Go see what she's all about. You will not be disappointed. I love her oh so much. So, we talk and, talk about our channels and our plans and our crochet and our makes and life and kids and work and just friendship in general. She is an awesome friend of mine. And in one of our many, many, many chats, we were saying how we would like to put together a little no stress, no pressure collaboration. There are similar collaborations and people doing similar things to this, but we just wanted to expand upon what was already being done. And Craft Yourself Free was born. So we were discussing how, yes, predominantly we're both crocheters. That is our main crafting passion, although from time to time we do dabble in other crafts as well. I like my diamond painting. I'm doing some painting by numbers. Sometimes I'll do cross stitch. I do want to pick that up again, actually. I haven't done any for a while. Christina's done things like sun catchers with her daughter, and there's lots and lots of things. Christina enjoys doing a jigsaw puzzle. And we basically wanted something that encompassed everything that makes you feel free, everything that relaxes you, everything that just gives you that, you're not thinking about what you need to make for dinner or what club the kids need to be at or what time you need to be somewhere, what appointment you've got next, what deadline you've got at work. None of your normal life worries interfere with your crafting, and that's how hashtag craft yourself free came about. But also, if you're anything like me and Christina, you will have a surplus of craft materials. Now, all you can see is some of my yarn, not all of it, just some of it. But I also have other craft supplies practically everywhere, guys. I have buttons and zippers and pipe cleaners and straws and stickers and diamond paintings, and you name it, I've probably got it. And we didn't want it to be just one element or just one craft that we focused on. We wanted to include a lot of other things. Christina even opened it up further for jigsaw puzzles, baking and cooking, gardening, whatever you do to craft yourself free can be included. Now, there are lots of different ways that you can record your totals. Some people, if they are concentrating on their yarn crafting, they're saving yarn labels when they're completed. Some people are actually being really clever and super intelligent, way beyond my means, and actually calculating yardage. I'm calculating all of my crafting by weight. What I'm doing is I'm making the item, and then when that item is complete, I will put it on the scales and note down its weight so that I can, as accurately as is available to me, be able to log and tally my usage. Because I make lots of amigurumi, I don't use full skeins, so the yarn bands, that's not going to be accurate of my craft supplies used. We're including safety eyes and polyfill and all the bits that you need. It doesn't matter when you bought your supplies either. I could have bought something this morning, already made it, and I can include it. There are no limitations with this collaboration. We have a few of you that do join in, which is absolutely incredible. You don't have to worry about giving in your figures to me and Christina. I mean, if you want to, of course, share, and of course we will share for you. If you're a content creator, do your own video, just use the hashtag, that'll be great. We will be able to see it, but it's just a way of kind of actively seeing how much of your stuff you're using. Because, for example, guys, most of the videos that I have on this channel is me sat in front of this very yarn wall. You probably come back time after time thinking, well, does she actually use any of her yarn? Yes, I do, guys, because the layer that you see at the front is not everything contained in those cubes. I also have totes and boxes elsewhere, and I pull from various places. So even though the background doesn't change a lot, there is yarn hidden that you can't even see on the face of it. And yes, I do use quite a bit. Now, yes, I am guilty of being one of those crafters where I can buy it quicker than I can use it. I have a little bit of a problem and I'm not ashamed about it. I am very happy with my stash. I'm very lucky and grateful and appreciative of my stash. You can't even see all of the cubes. It goes right down to the floor. It goes right up to the ceiling. There are cubes that you don't see in every video. Like I said, there's totes you don't see. There's boxes you don't see. There's my scrap bin you never see. There's yarn already pulled for other projects that you don't see. And like I said, all those other little bits and bobs, like your buttons and your zips and things, they're all stored somewhere else that you don't see as well. But yes, I do buy my supplies quicker than I can use them. But I just thought it would be really lovely to feel validated in your crafting a little bit. Nobody needs validation, but it is nice when you get it occasionally. And what I mean is, I sometimes sit here and go, oh, all the hauls that I've already had this year, I'm buying it quicker than I'm using it. How can I justify buying more? And then I look at some of these figures and see, well, I am using this amount and okay, it's not as much as I'm buying in, but I am still getting through my supplies. They are still being loved, still being touched, still being used, still being turned into all the beautiful things. I just have quite an extensive craft supply of stuff. So yeah, that is basically how it came to be, because, you know, if you've got an overwhelmingly big stash, you know, you can start feeling a little bit with it. So you're crafting yourself free, and the way to feel free is to see what you are indeed using. And like I said, I'm weighing all of my stuff. It's just the way that I can as most accurately see the biggest amount of progress. Other people are just tallying it with finished objects. You know, they may get 3 finished objects a month, they might get 30, but that is still their usage. It is just logged in a different way, and you can log it in whatever way you want. You can jump on at any time, you can join in. Please do so, we would love you to. So I come on here at the end of every month and I give you my statistics for the month. I don't include anything that is not complete. I will only weigh and log the finished items. Okay. So shall we get into May's totals? Yes, let's do it. So for the month of May, you may have seen in yesterday's video, and I've got them still to hand on the table, that I did indeed get my charity pairs of hearts done this week. So of course that's 40 pairs, 80 individual, but 40 pairs of hearts, which I use my little bitty bits of scraps to make them out of, to eat into those, into that bin of leftover bits and bobs. Because they need love too. They need to be used too, and that's perfect for them. So I did my 40 pairs, and what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give you the weight in grams and I'm going to give you the weight in ounces, because I know you guys across the pond don't use grams. And then at the end, I'm going to give you the total for the month in both grams and ounces as well. So the 40 pairs of hearts came in at 187 grams, which is 6.5 ounces. I'm looking slightly over here because that's where I've got my list of facts and figures, okay? So 187 grams or 6.5 ounces for the hearts. So that's a nice total. You may also have seen earlier in the month that I did complete my dragon diamond painting. It wasn't very big, it was just like this. It was part of a collaboration with another couple of beautiful yarny friends. Managed to get that done. Doesn't weigh a lot, but it's still a completed item. It still counts. That was 24 grams or 0.8 ounces. So itty bitty, but it all counts. It all adds up, guys. Then I made 5 soap sacks out of Christmas colourway cotton. They are going to be given to another lovely of my friends for a charity donation as well. Those soap sacks came in at 90 grams, which is 3.1 ounces, just for 5 of those. So I'm happy with that. Then my Manfa Mouse blanket, you know, the one made of the puff flower mega yarn cake that was dyed in the colour, or not dyed, that was made in the colourway of my imagination. I actually made that project from my imagination and I did complete it this month. So that gorgeous blanket came in at a hefty 570 grams, which is 20.1 ounces. So that was a nice boost to my totals, wasn't it? The next was the flamingo family that I made. Remember the dad with the duck bucket hat, the mum with the little pouch underneath that the tiny little baby could go up, and the little egg that the baby can live in as well. That flamingo family came in at 158 grams or 5.5 ounces. So that was another nice little boost to the total. Yesterday you would have seen that I managed to make 12 more of the 6-inch granny squares for charity over in the States with Rose. They came in at 117 grams or 4.1 ounces. Yesterday as well, you would have seen the lovey-dovey blanket that I'm making for a charity that one of Christina's friends is running. That blanket came in at 314 grams or 11 ounces. And then you haven't seen this yet. You should have waited until tomorrow to see this, but I have to include it in these totals so you can have a sneak peek. I will be showing it again tomorrow, but I did indeed finish the diamond painting that I started, a second diamond painting that I started this month. And that was the lantern at night with flowers around it. It was 16 grams or 0.5 ounces. There's a little sneaky peek. Looks better from a distance than it does up close. So I did do a second diamond painting as well. So that just boosted it a little bit more. So in total for May, I have used 1,476 grams of craft stuff, which is 52.06 ounces. And I am happy as a sandboy with that. Yes, I am. Now, what I also decided to do while I was converting all of those weights and making my list, etc., I've decided to do a running total for the year from this point on. So as of the end of May, because I'm not going to be finishing anything within the next couple of days, and if I do, I'll just put it in June totals. At the end of May and the whole total for those 5 months so far, I have used 6,710 grams, which is 236.68 ounces, which is 14.79 pounds of my craft stash. I am buzzing. I am so totally over the moon with that. So I know it's not a very long video, but it's a lot of crafting that I've managed to complete for May. Gorgeous totals to put into the pot for the year. Lots of lovely things finally seeing the light of day, getting used and eventually getting loved. A lot of them going off to charity for those in need. Some of them as gifts. Some of them for me to keep. Some of them I don't know what I'm going to do with. But I am using my craft stash. I'm proving it to you. Every time I come on and show you a finished object or I do the totals for the month, you see that I am indeed trying to bust through my stash as best as I can. So there you go. If you're joining in, how well did you do this month? You can leave that down in the comments if you wish. If you are a podcaster or YouTube content creator that joins in, I look forward to seeing your videos if they aren't already up. And I'm excited to see how much I can use in June. It does give me that motivation to get my craft supplies out and get them used and put them into something beautiful and enjoying them in their entirety, because however much it is gorgeous to look at them like this behind me, it is even more gorgeous and satisfying to actually feel them, use them, make something, complete something, make it actually grow up into what it's meant to be. So yes, there we go. A very successful May, even if I do say so myself. Don't forget to catch Christina's totals as well. And I will be back with another one of these at the end of next month. Let's see what we can do. It excites me, it motivates me, it inspires me. And it also makes me think outside of the box sometimes, which is wonderful. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you get going. Please come back tomorrow for this week's version of Crochet Catch Up. Just to let you know, it's stuff that you've already seen over the last couple of days, but to give the Crochet Catch Up its honour and respect, we will quickly go through them again. So it's probably not going to be a very long video tomorrow, but that's okay, because I'm sure there are loads of wonderful people on these yarny streets that you want to go and see and spend time with. So the shorter I keep my videos, the more content you can watch from everyone on these beautiful streets. I will see you tomorrow. And like I said, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. So until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.